Good morning, children. Today's topic is for class 6 social studies. Salkap Cheruvu, a village on the plateau. Let us know the location. If you start from Nelluru and follow the Penna upstream, you will cross the coastal plain and reach the Velikonda hills. You will have to climb the hills to reach the plateau region of Kadapa and Anantapuram districts. Salkam Cheruvu, 30 kilometers northeast of Anantapuram, is Singanamala Mandal. It is named after a tank called Salkam Cheruvu. This is the dry bed of Salkam Cheruvu tank, children. And this map shows you the location of Salkam Cheruvu. It is located in Anantapuram, 30 kilometers northeast of Anantapuram, Singanamala Mandal. It is named after the tank called Salkam Cheruvu. This map shows you when you start from Nelluru and follow this Penna river upstream, you will cross the coastal plain and reach the Velikonda hills, which are spread in Karnoolu, Prakasam and Kadapa district. You will have to climb these hills to reach the plateau region of Kadapa and Anantapuram districts. Here, this map shows you the location of the Salkam Cheruvu, a village on the plateau, children. And this map is a physical map which show you the Anantapuram district Salkam Cheruvu village. Coming to the soils, children. The fields are located on both the slopes of the hills and on the flat ground below. As a result, a lot of stones roll down into the fields. The soils are red and only about 2 or 3 feet. Here. See, both the slopes, slope of the hills, land is flat. As a result, lot of stones roll down into the fields. The soil is red and about 2 or 3 feet depth. Here also, this picture also shows us the red soil with the stones near the hills, children. This is the sketch of Salkam Cheruvu. Only small stretches of flat lands have deeper and finer soils. However, such lands have got degraded and became uncultivable, that is, Saudu or saline soils. Saline soils have high content of lime and salts and will not absorb water. These soils are not suitable for growing any crop, children. Coming to the climate and rainfall. The rainy season is from June to November. However, it rains very little in these parts and the rainfall is also unreliable. Because of this low and erratic rainfall, this part of the state is drought prone. Coming to the water resources. Tanks, wells, bore wells are the water resources of Salkam Cheruvu village. Coming to the tanks. From the early days, the people of this region have excavated tanks to store the rainwater and the water flowing down the seasonal streams. Here you can see the Singanamala Cheruvu on the road to Salkam Cheruvu. Besides large tanks like this, there are also a few small ponds which are called kuntas, built to provide drinking water to the animals of the village, children. And the next important source of the water is well. Wells are dug beneath the rocks due to the low rainfall. The ground water table is very deep. Once the water in the well is used for the irrigation, it takes at least 2 days for the well to replenish. Here the women drawing the water from the well in Salkam Cheruvu. Next, and one more water resource of Salkam Cheruvu is borewell. In Salkam Cheruvu, water is found below 250 feet. By spending high expenditure, some people dig the bore wells, and those farmers who cannot spend on bore wells depending on rainfall only. This picture shows the hand pump. Here it is the bore well, children. These are used as a water resource in Salkam Cheruvu village. And coming to the crops, agriculture and crops. The farmers of Salkam Cheruvu grow only one crop in the Kharif or monsoon season. They grow food crops, millets like ragi, sama, varagu, korra, sorghum, etc. Pulses and a little paddy, children. Here are the pictures of the pulses, and this is the paddy, children, where the farmers grew. Which the farmers grew. Next, besides these food crops, the farmers also grow some cotton and groundnut. This picture shows the cotton. Here, groundnuts. Coming to the rainfall. It rains in the months of June and July for 10 days, children, which is called Tolakari Vaanalu. Farmers sow seeds of groundnuts, which already I have shown. It is, if it rains in October and November, farmers get more healthy yield. Otherwise, crop dries up. The farmers leave the crop as a fodder for animals. That is food for animals. The government has declared the mandal as drought hit. See, the groundnut crop damaged by the drought. This picture very clearly shows us. And this is the farmer transporting his groundnut harvest. Next, orchards, children. As water is scarce, some farmers are starting orchards of sapota, sweet lime, etc. This picture shows the sapota and sweet lime orchards. Coming to the market. Market is controlled by the buyers. The agents fix the price and buy the produce from the farmers in the field itself. Sometimes they take their produce to the town by the tractor or by the bullock cart to get better price. Then the other sources of the livelihood, children. Animal herding. In Salkam Cheruvu, some people rear buffaloes and cows for milk. And sheep eat chigara tree leaves which grow along the roads. Sheep herding. And they eat the chigara leaves which grow along the roads. Next, charcoal, children. Livelihood of people of the Salkam Cheruvu after animal herding. Next one is charcoal. People collect wood from the trees like Sarkaru Tumma Chettu from the common land, fields and hills, and they place them in a heap. They cover the logs with grass and mud. Here this picture shows you how they cover the logs with grass and mud, and then they will lit the pile. The logs will turn into charcoal, children, and they sell the coal to the factories. This is the forming of coal butties, and this is coal butties, making the coal. The next one more livelihood is cement bricks, children. Some people earn by making cement bricks. And coming to the village settlement of Salkam Cheruvu, total population is 1200, total families 300, backward families 200, Dalit families 100. Earlier houses were made of wood, new houses made from steel, brick, concrete. Drinking water through the overhead tanks. A question, children. Is the land of Salkam Cheruvu sustainable? Let us know. Sustainable or not? Let us know. Environmentalists believe that we need to plan the use of our lands in such a way that they remain productive for generations to come. For this, we need to practice sustainable land use. This requires that the soil fertility be maintained, the groundwater remains recharged, there be a proper balance between the forest, pastures and agricultural land, etc. What changes need to be brought to make the land in Salkam Cheruvu sustainable? We need to maintain the fertility of land, recharge the groundwater, maintain proper balance between the forest, pastures and agricultural land, etc. This picture shows village settlement beneath the hills, old and new houses on the street. Children, coming to the roadside market, there is a small village market selling local vegetables, general items, etc. The village is connected by Kacha road with the main road from Anantapuram to Tadipatri. People go to these towns for buying necessary items. This map shows you the national highway, Kacha road connecting Anantapuram to Tadipatri. This picture shows the shops in the village, children. Here is a memory map which shows about the Salkam Cheruvu village, location, red soils, climate, water resources, means of livelihood, main headings, agriculture, orchards, market, other means of livelihood. Task for the video is collect the information from the newspapers on the borewell mishaps, children. Thank you all, children. Have a nice day.